think something like this would happen?
No. I always told people that job security in athletic training is pretty high. I always said, there's always going to be sports. I don't ever see a situation in which we're not going to have sport. And then, with that, there's never going to be a situation in which people don't get hurt playing sports. So I figured we had pretty good job security.
Continuing our breaking news coverage on CBS Sports HQ, I'm Chris Hassel with Amanda Guerra. The NCAA making it official. The NCAA tournament has been canceled for 2020.
College sports, that is not only entertainment, it is big business, as many of you know. Two of the 5 power conferences in college football, the Pac-12 and the Big Ten, have postponed their entire fall seasons due to the health concerns surrounding the coronavirus pandemic.
COVID, shut us down for a little bit. Lucky enough, we're getting to come back, and we're doing what we can. But it has definitely shaken a little bit of my foundation in what we're able to do and what we do as a country. It's made things a little bit harder. Before we had, at any given time we'll have about 50 guys that might be coming in to get some sort of treatment. Now with COVID, our athletic training room is only so big, so we're only allowed to have X amount of guys in at a time. And then it's making sure that, as guys are done with stuff, everything's getting sprayed off before the next person uses it, making sure everyone's masked up. It's just added another level of complexity to what we do. But overall, the message is still the same. Our job is to keep the athletes safe and get them healthy, and that's what we're doing.
So I wake up at 3:30 so I can make breakfast, make coffee. I do not make my lunch. I owe that to Alyssa. And then I leave around like 4 o'clock, get here around 4:20, 4:30, talk with Luke about the guys that we're going to see in the morning, if anyone texted him late at night, if they're ill, if feeling sick, what to expect. And then we usually trade off days, and I usually either go upstairs for symptom checks to deals with Coach Hughes, or I stay in here to do treatments for the athletes before practice. And let's say I'm upstairs with Coach Hughes doing symptom checks. That starts at 5, and it goes till around 5:35, 5:40, with meetings starting at 5:45. And that's checking their temp and their SpO2, their oxygen percentage within the red blood cells. And if they do report symptoms, we can send them down here to Luke or myself to give them medicine, or just to send them home and then to get tested as well for COVID, depending on the symptoms that they do have.
We go over to the locker room and we get set up for taping. As guys filter over from meetings, we tape ankles, wrists, shoulders, whatever we need to do to get them ready for practice. Then after that is usually practice. We go for about 2 hours. Mostly in that time, we're watching the field in case somebody gets hurt. We need to evaluate anyone there. Giving water is a big part. We used to do that. We used to be able to hand guys bottles, and now it's you don't touch the bottle, you don't touch the lid. We have to squirt it in their mouth to make sure that we're COVID compliant with everything. And then after practice, we tear down, ice some guys up. We head over to the athletic training room here at the AC, and we get about 30 minutes to an hour to decompress a little bit, maybe do some paperwork, and then we start treatments. We usually treat from about 11 to 5 when they start their study hall. And yeah, it's just at that point, it's just trying to get guys better.